I saw him bothering people in the food court, I was praying that he would go away or go to Sparrow, but then he got in my line. Welcome to Cinnabon at the New Jersey Turnpike's Joyce Kilmer Service Center. May I take your order?
In a wood they call Rouge Bouquet, there is a new-made grave today, built by never a spade nor pick, yet covered with earth 10 meters thick. There lie many fighting men, dead in their youthful prime, never to laugh or love again, nor taste the summertime. For death came flying through the air, and stopped his flight at the dugout stair.
Welcome to Cinnabon at the New Jersey's Turnpike's Joyce Kilmer Service Center. May I take your order?
I'd like a regular Cinnabon.
Did you say irregular?
Yes.
Not a problem. Anything else?
Yeah. What did you think of the poem?
Not a problem. $2.56, please.
Here you go.
Not a problem.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know who Joyce Kilmer was?
Do you want a super combo with coffee and a cookie for an extra 74 cents?
Joyce Kilmer wrote that poem.
Thank you for choosing Cinnabon.
Joyce Kilmer is most famous for trees. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree.
Your order will be up shortly. May I help the next customer?
What do you think of Joyce Kilmer?
May I help the next customer?
I invite you to read some of Joyce Kilmer's other works, and then ask yourself, is this poet worthy of a service center on the New Jersey Turnpike?
Oh, look here. Here's your Cinnabon. Have a nice day, and have safe travels as you leave the Joyce Kilmer service.
Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree. I ask you, should that kind of crap writing be honored with a service center?
Forks and napkins are located in the food court.
I think not. So I ask you to sign my petition demanding that this service center be renamed. You've got no other customers right now. Read this poem and then tell me if you want to sign my petition.
I am sorry if your experience at Cinnabon was not what you wished for here. Here are 2 Cinnabucks you may use at any other Cinnabon in the Continental United.
Just read the damn poem.
And that's when I called the security officer.
For death came flying through the air, and stopped his flight at the dugout stair, touched his prey and left them there. Clay to clay, he hid their bodies stealthily. In the soil of the land they fought to free, and fled away.
Sir, is there a problem here?
Yeah, Joyce Kilmer was an overly sentimental copycat clown who doesn't deserve a Cinnabon, much less a whole service center on the New Jersey Turnpike.
Remove the earbuds.
I know Joyce Kilmer was a war hero, volunteered for hazardous duty, all that.
I said remove the earbuds.
But come on, man. ABAB rhyme scheme, almost exclusively simplistic, sentimental verses about stars and his wife and Jesus.
Where are you headed today, sir?
19th century style in the 20th. No originality.
Is your vehicle in the parking lot, sir?
Rutgers, Columbia. This dud maxed out his white privilege card.
Let me see some identification.
Homophobic to boot. You little poets mincing there, with women's hearts and women's hair. How sick Dan Chaucer's ghost must be, to hear you lisp of poesy. Oh, cease to write, for very shame, ere all men spit upon your name. Take up your needles, drop your pen, and leave the poet's craft to men.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave the Joyce Kilmer.
So I ask you, sign my petition to rename this service center.
Last warning, you need to leave the premises.
Damn. You probably like all that sentimental shit. Or maybe you don't even know who Joyce Kilmer was. Who was Joyce Kilmer? Who was Joyce Kilmer?
She was a...
She? Joyce Kilmer was a man. Yo, you ain't heard a word I said.
That's when I called for the police officer.
He hid their bodies stealthily. In the soil of the land they fought to free and fled away. Now over the grave, abrupt and clear, 3 volleys ring. People of color need a representer. Just need one non-white service center. Don't get me wrong, almost everyone's earned their right to a Cinnabon. Alexander Hamilton, Secretary of the Treasury, Vince Lombardi, football's our national pleasury. Richard Stockton, Declaration of Independence signer. Molly Pitcher, to a soldier water never tasted finer. Woodrow Wilson, to honor his presidency, and no brighter light than Thomas Edison, see? Clara Barton, thanks for the Red Cross, sister. Walt Whitman, now there's an original spitter. But Joyce Kilmer, I think that I shall never see a poet as bland and as dull as he. Poems were made by fools like he. To replace him is my nominee. Paul Robeson, performing in Peacemaking Hall of Fame. Or Count Basie, 1 o'clock jump, puts trees to shame. Larry Doby, second black man in Major League Ball. Whitney Houston, New Jersey's greatest love of all. You don't like those? How about instead Queen Latifah, but she ain't dead. But Joyce Kilmer? Dame Helen caused a grievous fray, for love of her brave men did fight. The eyes of her made sages fey, and put their hearts in woeful plight. To her no rhymes will I indite, for her no garlands will I twine. Though she be made of flowers and light, no lady is so fair as mine. Ready to sign? Don't believe me? Take a listen.
Suspect acted in a way that was deemed threatening.
Rouge bouquet. In a wood they call Rouge bouquet, there is a new-made grave today, built by never a spade nor pick, yet covered with earth 10 meters thick. There lie many fighting men, dead in their youthful prime, never to laugh or love again, nor taste the summertime. For death came flying through the air, and stopped his flight at the dugout stair, touched his prey, and left them there. Clay to clay, he hid their bodies stealthily. In the soil of the land they fought to free, and fled away. Now over the grave abrupt and clear 3 volleys ring, and perhaps their brave young spirits hear the bugle sing, "Go to sleep, go to sleep. Slumber well where the shell screamed and fell. Let your rifles rest on the muddy floor. You will not need them any more. Danger's past. Now at last, go to sleep."